Welcome to Cape Breton Movers and Shakers, where we have conversations with people who are doing good things here in Cape Breton. My name is Richard Lorway, president of goCapeBreton.com. Today, I'm speaking with Emma McQuade, program support navigator with the Person-Directed Planning Program in Sydney, Nova Scotia. The program is a collaboration between Breton Ability Centre and the Nova Scotia Department of Community Services. Welcome, Emma.
Thank you for having me today.
Oh, you're welcome. So what is person-directed planning?
So person-directed planning is a process of creating, planning, and achieving goals that is facilitated by an individual's dreams, strengths, and capabilities. So using this approach, individuals are supported in the development of personal and professional relationships and accessing community resources to support a good life.
Right. So is this a pilot program, by the way?
It is a pilot program. Like you said, it's in collaboration with the Department of Community Service. So right now, the program will be running until December 31st of this year.
Okay. So who do you help?
So currently, the Person-Directed Planning Program supports individuals living with varying abilities and mental health challenges. While we are supporting these populations of individuals, there's no formal diagnosis required to access our service. As well, we are accepting individuals from a variety of different socioeconomic, cultural, and spiritual backgrounds and provide services free of charge.
Right. And so what are the guiding principles behind the program?
So the guiding principles of the Person-Directed Planning Program is to build on an individual's dreams, strengths, and capabilities to enhance and enrich the quality of the lives of people with varying abilities and mental health challenges using a person-directed approach, and to assist individuals while helping them to navigate support services in order to enable inclusive participation within their community.
Okay, so I mean, inherent in the term person-directed implies that they're kind of driving the bus. Is that accurate?
Yes, they're definitely driving the bus. We're kind of here as a passenger to kind of help them get to where they need to be.
Right. So this is a different approach from maybe what was traditionally done to help people with varying abilities. So where did this idea come from?
So while I'm not 100% certain on the origins of person-directed planning, the Department of Community Services, specifically in Nova Scotia, has identified the benefits of person-directed planning through an examination of its use in Ontario. So while originally designed for individuals living with developmental disabilities, it's now used to support a diverse group of individuals with varying abilities and or mental health challenges within the province of Nova Scotia. The implementation of a program such as the Person-Directed Planning Program aligns with, I guess, the province-wide change that is happening in the sense that disability-related supports are moving from more institutionalized settings to community-based settings.
The ultimate goal is for individuals who can to live within the community and to interact within the community and have established relationships. Is that
for sure? It's definitely what it is. Although, like, not everyone is going to be, good to go and living in the community right away. That's usually an end goal of most of the individuals we're working with. Even just, getting involved in the community is a big thing. They don't have to necessarily, live alone. Or we'll say like go to somewhere like Breton Ability.
Right. Okay. And I'm assuming that's healthy for everybody, including the community, correct?
For sure, yeah.
Right. Okay. So if the goal, the part of the person-directed planning term is the plan itself. So what does a plan look like?
Well, the goal of person-directed planning is to produce a plan. No two plans are ever going to look the same. So that's given to each individual's diverse needs. Each plan is created to reflect their specific needs and their individual level of support. For example, we'll say if two participants had the same end goal of attending a community college program, their plans are going to differ in terms of preparation, the benchmarks they set, and then the expected timelines to achieving their goal.
Right. So, I mean, I'm assuming that a life plan involves several key aspects. So, I mean, education being one. So, what are some of the other key criteria or points, or areas that the plan focuses on?
Really, what we're trying to focus on specifically with the plans is to kind of see what people are interested in, where they're looking to improve, or I guess like where they need support in their lives. So the plans don't necessarily have to, I guess, like outline how they want their life to go specifically. It could be even simple things as getting connected to we'll say like mental health services. It's totally different for everyone. We do have some people that their end goal is, getting in the community and living independently, but it's not always going to be the same for everyone.
So if someone say wants your help or the organization's help, what do they do next?
So once I receive a referral, I reach out to the individual and we set up a meeting, and that could be in a variety of different ways: over the phone, in person, Zoom, whichever an individual would prefer. And then from there, we meet and discuss their specific needs, their current level of support, and if they have any goals that they would like to achieve. Um, some people do come without goals, and that's totally okay. So if no goals are identified, we usually discuss things that the individual likes and dislikes, accomplishments, and then we identify what they envision their ideal life to look like.
Right. So you mentioned referrals. So who refers your potential clients?
So referrals can come from the individual themselves, family members, support persons, a number of different agencies in the community. Anyone that has somebody that is interested in the program, or anyone that is interested in the program, can just reach out to me.
Right. So it could be a family member, or that's who you want. You want people to contact you. Basically, that's the goal.
Yeah, and then we fill out a form. Like once we get going, we typically don't use an actual referral form. Somebody can call me, say they're interested, and then we just move on from there.
Okay. I just mentioned, I wanted to harp on that whole thing of referral, because in some people's minds, it might think they have to go to a doctor first or a psychiatrist and get, an actual official referral before they can access your services, but that's not the case here.
No, we don't need a referral from a doctor or anything. It can come from literally anybody.
Gotcha. Okay. So once there's a plan, what then? Is there an ongoing support?
Yeah, so following the creation of a plan, ongoing support is given to individuals until their goal or goals are achieved. Um, Even then, sometimes we can finish a goal with somebody and they might have another one, so it can keep going. Um, but again, each individual is going to vary in the levels of support they need and reaching benchmarks, and the final goal could look different for all participants. So given that some participants may require more support than others, I'll typically assist them in working towards their benchmarks and goals. And this could be through, connecting them with resources within the community, setting up meetings with other program coordinators, assisting them in completing like paperwork or assessments, and a whole lot more. But again, this is going to differ depending on the individual and the goals that they have set.
Okay, great. Gotcha. So here's something I'm going to ask. Again, it's on the list, but I think it might help people to understand.
Yeah.
Without getting into specifics, names and whatever, can you talk about a case of somebody who came to you and the kind of assistance you provided and what you're able to help them achieve?
So I have a few examples here. So, like we mentioned before, I think a lot of people are willing or wanting, I guess, to return to school. This can be to complete their GED, could be to go
Right.
post-secondary. As well, we have people that come and they're looking to get access with mental health services. We have a few people that we've connected with Wi-Fi and technology such as laptops and cell phones.
Right.
And we have a partnership with Getting Everyone Online Nova Scotia. They run out of Halifax, and they are connecting our participants specifically with free Wi-Fi and a laptop, or I believe a tablet, for free, and they'll have services for a year. So while we get a lot of individuals that are looking to attend adult day programs, so these would be things such as like the Horizon Achievement Center, Pathways to Employment, and Breton Ability also has a couple day programs as well.
Mhm.
Managing finance is also another one. We can, sit down with people, see what we can do in terms of budgeting, but we also have some good resources in the community, specifically run out of community housing, that help with that. And like we said, too, work placements or securing, inclusive employment is one. And even just connecting with individuals in the community with, in a support group or social group is one that's pretty common as well.
Okay, great. So if someone wants to learn more about the person-directed planning program, what should they do?
So if anyone wants to learn more about getting involved with the person-directed planning program, they can reach out to me specifically via email, and that's at pdp@cb-bac.ca. by phone, and my number is 902-322-4407, or by visiting our website at bacpdp.ca.
Thanks, Emma. I've been speaking with Emma McQuade, Program Support Navigator with the Person-Directed Planning Program in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and we'll see you next time on Cape Breton Movers and Shakers.